Hey everyone, it's Brian here. Today I'm coming on to do my part of the Ugly Paper Swap with Kathleen Murkovich Robinson here on YouTube as Kiki's Life. And today I'm going to be making my projects using those 3 pieces of paper she gave me. They're all 6x6. You were supposed to send 3 of them. And this is what I got. So, today we're making 3 different projects. 2 of them will be no waste at all, and 1 of them will have minimal waste. So I'm going to show y'all basically, in other words, how to make the most out of your 6x6 papers. So let's get started. So our first project we're going to make is using this striped paper. And of course, we're going to want to start with 6x6. And we're going to go ahead and bring out our scoreboard. We're going to score at 1 inch and at 5 inches. Then we're going to turn it a quarter turn, like so. And then we're going to score at 1/4 of an inch. Two and a half inches, 3.5 inches, and 5 3/4 inches. So this is what we're going to come out with on this first one, if you can see well. Let me turn on this other light, see if you can see any better. Okay, so I'm going to show you now what we're going to cut and what we're going to keep. So we're going to go ahead and start by, actually we're going to start burnishing everything first. We want to get a real good burnishment on all these score lines. I know I just made up a new word apparently, burnishment. Okay, I better get that back on there right. Now we're going to start out by cutting the edge pieces right here and right here on this little first 1/4 inch side. Then we're going to just cut on this end here, like so. And like so. And then we're going to go ahead and cut here to that first score line. Same thing on this part here. So basically what we're going to be doing right here is making the small box, or bag actually. It could be either way. I'm going to go ahead and just take that down just about halfway. Same thing on this side. Take it down about halfway. And now we're ready to start putting our box together. So before we do anything else, I want to just make sure I got everything right, and I think I do. So we're going to put our glue on here first. And this will go on the outside here. There's a reason for that, and I'll show you why in just a moment. And actually, I forgot to do the first thing. First glue marks. So I'll do that in just a moment. I forgot to glue this 1/4 inch edge down to the inside. You're going to want to do this before you glue anything else down. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. And then we're going to go ahead and glue this part, the middle part here, of this 1/4 inch edge on this side. Gonna do like so. I think I actually cut this the wrong way. We'll find out soon enough if I did or not. Actually, I think that turned out pretty good the way it did. And now we're going to go ahead and glue this down. And we were supposed to trim that 1/4 inch strip, the short side, not the long side. But it will work this way still. Actually, it won't. So I'll show you what I mean real quick. After I cut this little edge off. See where I'm cutting now? we're supposed to cut that 1/4 inch, not the 1 inch. So instead of cutting here long ways, you're just going to slit off a little bit there off that short end. Now, I'm sorry for that mistake. That's my fault. I didn't think about that before I started cutting. And honestly, you don't even really need that little strip there. But it's just there for decoration. Just make everything look more uniform. But we can live without it, though. And now, going to go ahead and pinch here, and we have ourselves a little bag. So now for our second project, we're going to make a coffee mug. So let me find my next piece of paper. Here we go. Let me clean up a little bit here. Then we'll start. Okay, so first thing we want to do is cut off 1 inch off one side. So that'll leave you with a 5-inch by 6-inch piece of cardstock. Let me make sure that's, yeah, I think that's straight. And then we're going to turn this upside down so you can see it a little better. Then we're going to score down at 1/2 of an inch. Put the scoreboard back just for a moment. I'm going to go ahead and burnish this. Glue down like so. So you have both sides having a design on it. Then we're just going to form it just a little bit more. Curl it up some. Now I'm going to let that set for a little bit. Then we're going to bring out our scoreboard again. And on the 6-inch side, we're going to score 1 inch and 5 inches. No, sorry. No. Look at the wrong one. On the 5-inch side, we're going to score it 1 inch and 4 inches, which I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this way. 1 inch, and 4 inches. The flip quarter turn to the 6-inch side. Then we're going to score every 1 1/8 inches. So that'll be 1 1/8 inches, 2 1/4 inches, 3 3/8 inches, 4 1/2 inches, and 5 5/8 inches. So we can put up the scoreboard for now. We're done with that for this one. We're going to go ahead and cut these edges off. And then do like so. And then we're going to go ahead and cut that first score line on all of these here. Like so. And do the same thing on the other side to the first score line. And I should have gone ahead and burnished everything first, folding and all that, but I didn't. After I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and just miter some of these edges. So I'm going to go ahead and miter down these edges just a little bit on both sides. Like so. And like so. Then we're going to do the same thing up here too. Just a very slight mitering. Like so. this just a smidgen more. And now I'm going to go ahead and glue everything down on this top part here. So by top part, I mean the first score line we made at 1 1/8 inches will be on the left side, and the last one at 5 5 5/8 inches will be on the right side. So we're going to go ahead and just glue all these on the top down. And just keep on. And the third one. It could be argued you could leave this top part without being mitered, which I probably should have done, but I didn't. Can't leave well enough alone, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue. Put that down, those down. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue this edge here. This outer edge where the design is. So we're going to want to, of course, glue the design edge here, like I just said. And we're going to go ahead and match that up to the very beginning of this over at the 1 1/8 inch side. I'm sorry if I was out of frame. I do apologize for that, if I was. I'm going to go ahead and burnish that down real well. And now I'm going to start working on the bottom here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some of this down. I'll flip this over real quick and get in there and push down real well. If you have a small burnishing tool or bone folder, you could probably just press that in there. Would not recommend rubbing it in there because it might break the paper. That's what the bottom will look like, and this is what the top will look like. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and I'm thinking maybe, well, I'm going to go the other way actually. Go this way. I'm going to go ahead and see how this will work. I think that'll work just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this bottom part first because it'll be more difficult to get in there and hold down the bottom than the top. So that part that we matched up to the beginning, that last 3/8, we're going to put this here on that part. We're just going to hold down for a minute as soon as we get it positioned. So I'll make sure it gets positioned really well so we can use it as a handle if we wanted to. It could be argued you could use hot glue if you wanted to. So what we're going to want to do is basically go ahead and match up here and here with these flaps that we're gluing down. Somehow this is going to work. But this is how it's going to turn out at the end. A little something like that. And now for the final project, which is the very low waste project. Because you can see, first two projects were no waste at all, except for a few slivers. But this one won't be much more than that either. I'm going to go ahead and first of all measure how wide this is. It's about 2.5 inches. So we're going to cut this down 3 inches. And then cut 3" by 6" side down to 3 by 3 inches. Then grab my stapler. Gonna go ahead and staple down. I'm gonna put this on here like so. In fact, I may actually tape it down too. And I'll send this to the Big Shot. And there we go. These are cut out pretty much. And I totally forgot I need to do these 2 at a time, not 4 at a time. And I'll show you exactly why in just a moment, why I just made a big mistake by doing that. I just made a liar out of myself. I should have done this 2 at a time because sometimes it won't cut all 4 layers. So we want to keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and find the punch I need. I totally forgot to get this punch out before I started. Oh, here we go. We're going to go ahead and punch this here. And this will be basically the stamen of the flower. We're going to flip it to this side. And I'm going to need a circle that's 1/2 inches. So I'm going to use this here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start folding these in half, like so. And then fold this to the halfway point, like so. And the other side you fold to the halfway point, like so. And do this with the other 3. Half. Half again, or 1/4. And 1/4 again. Two more times. Three are done. Got one more to go. I'm sorry if I was out of frame at any point. We all know that's a problem for me. So before we go any further, I'd like to thank Kiki very much for sending me these papers. I really appreciate Miss Judy over my scrapbook cloth for putting this swap together. I really enjoyed it. And I can't wait to see what Kiki made with my papers I sent her. Well, I'm going to need to clean this out some. I thought I was. Apparently I'm not. And let's flip this over really carefully and get up the leftover glue. So I totally forgot to glue the red, solid red circle and not the flower petal. You know, I'm always going to mess everything up somehow. Now, seriously though, these are easy projects to do. And I will be selling these soon in my Etsy shop, BD Crafts More. I'll be selling these flowers. So be on the lookout for that. A little off on the back, but it's cool. And now for the final touch, we're going to put some glue on the pattern side and have the plain side facing up. Or if you're using double-sided paper, just have the other side of the paper show on top. So that's it, y'all. 3 projects that you can do with just 1 sheet each of 6x6 paper. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a thumbs up. If you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to this channel and to Kiki's Life as well, and my scrapbook loft. And I'll ring the bell for all notifications. So I'll see y'all again real soon. Bye.